I told you everything.
Mm-hmm.
He was alive when I left. Do I need a lawyer?
That would be wise. You have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions.
She didn't do it.
A wealthy man drowned in the bathtub of a hotel. Kara suspected it was murder, but she needed more concrete evidence. The cleaner, Morgan, inspected the room and immediately noticed something unusual. She first pointed at the towels beside the bathtub. The two underneath had 2 folded corners, while the one on top had 3. Obviously, the top towel had been used by the killer to clean up the crime scene. Kara thought this deduction was too arbitrary, but Morgan quickly presented a second piece of evidence. There were clear wiping marks on the floor. However, high-end hotels usually use microfiber mops to clean floors. This kind of mark could only mean that the killer had deliberately used a towel to clean up, in order to cover their tracks. Moreover, in such a luxury hotel, no man would check in alone. He must have been staying with a woman. Then Morgan pointed to the glass beside the bathtub, saying the wealthy man must have been drugged. To destroy evidence, the glass had not only been rinsed but also wiped extremely clean. At that moment, Kara also noticed that the glass did not belong to the hotel.
That's a whiskey tumbler, lead-free, crystal cut, withstands most scratches, also refracts light beautifully.
This type of glass makes drinks look more expensive, and is typically only used in bars. So the two immediately went to the bar. When Kara asked at the front desk, the bartender recognized the victim at once. He said the man had been drinking and flirting with a woman there the night before. The police then reviewed the hotel surveillance footage. It showed that a woman had indeed checked into the hotel with the man, but she left after only half an hour. From then until the body was discovered by room service, no one else had entered or left the room. Soon, the police identified the woman through her vehicle, but during interrogation, she insisted that the man was still alive when she left and that she had no motive to kill him. Just as Kara was pressing her aggressively, Morgan suddenly spoke up, saying the woman was not the killer.
All of the candles were melted down, all the way except for this one.
This kind of candle, before it burns out, can only be extinguished by water. This meant that the victim must have struggled violently before death, causing water from the bathtub to spill out and extinguish the candle. From the remaining length of the candle, it could be inferred that it had burned for about an hour and a half. This meant the man was killed long after the woman had left. So how did the killer enter the room? The only suspect had been cleared. Then who was the murderer?